Hello guys, just a person here back with another video today. And today we are going to be looking at okay, this might be the wrong video, but let's have a look at this one. Things that stupid people actually did. So let's get right into it.
In the immortal words of Forrest Gump, stupid is as stupid does. And if people's intelligence is defined by their actions, endless video compilations and news stories would suggest there's an overabundance of stupid people in the world. But what makes a stupid person stupid? Well, to figure it out, let's explore some prime examples of the unbelievably stupid things humans do and the reasons why. The first defining trait of a lacking intellect is constantly making awful choices, either through impatience, illogical thinking, or simply the inability to foresee disastrous outcomes. Stupid decisions ultimately tell us all we need to know about the person making them. Like this kid, for example, who had good intentions in trying to avoid crumbs and spillage when cooking a pizza. But the plastic chopping board he chose to use as a crumb tray, big surprise, created more of a melted mess than his pizza ever could.
Wait, so he used a plastic chopping board. No! Look at the mess. I didn't even notice that. Look at under the pan. Oh, it's melting all over.
Oven ruined? Check. Cutting tray out of action? Check. Pizza imbued with toxic plastic flavorings? Double check.
Stupidity? Triple check.
But lack of foresight is often made worse by a funny old thing called impatience. Being unable to wait, even when not waiting could lead to danger or embarrassment, is the mark of someone who can't rationally assess risk versus reward. Impatience usually comes from an overly selfish, me-first outlook, which is not just stupid, but very unpleasant. Toilet paper hoarders. These types of impatient dumbos range from supermarket lines.
Okay, these days people are ordering too much toilet paper. I mean, come on, why do you need that much toilet paper? Just grab one or two rolls, and you'll be fine. Like, what's with all the toilet paper? Either you eat too much and you just eat way too much and you need that much toilet paper. But I don't think that's the case. I think that, yeah, they're just stupid. That's it.
Line jumpers to this truck driver whose need for speed almost ends in total disaster. If he'd waited just a few seconds longer and remembered about
What is wrong with you? Why can't you just wait until the crane would have gone up? Like, obviously, your truck was, let's see, it was up there, right? You see that the truck was up there, but that crane was all the way up there. If you would have waited a few more seconds, just like he said, then you could have made it, but nope. Had to be stupid, didn't ya? You did.
that sizable vehicle he was transporting, he'd probably still have a job. Certified dumb. A lack of foresight and common sense isn't limited to us common folk, though. While you'd think it'd take a genius to hack into the email account of a country's president, turns out it's easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because in 2012, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's emails were hacked after he unwittingly used 12345 as the password for.
Excuse me, but I'm sorry. You're not going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for your password, or 111, or A B C D E F G H I J K. Like, make it creative. Don't make your password so obvious. Like, don't tell it either. I mean, he didn't tell it, but okay. This is probably good, but don't do that, please.
For his office accounts. Maybe Assad assumed the password was so simple that no one would ever think he could possibly be that dumb. But when you assume, you make an Assad out of you and me. An even more troubling indicator of stupidity is the
Okay, I see what that is, but please, I wanted to make it.
outrageous disregard for others. Usually spanning from a lack of empathy and unawareness of potential consequences, this can lead to harm far beyond the initial intentions. Florida man Craig Aylesworth made this abundantly clear back in 2009. Craig decided to settle a disagreement with one of his neighbors by making a Molotov cocktail and throwing it at his neighbor's trailer. But on impact, the wind shifted and the roaring flames set fire to other surrounding vehicles, including Craig's own.
Why the hell did he do that?
Made this abundantly clear back in 2009. Craig decided to settle a disagreement with one of his neighbors by making a Molotov cocktail and throwing it at his neighbor's.
Control your anger, dude. Please stop. Stop. That is way too far. It's like little Billy didn't do his homework and you're gonna set him on fire. That's exactly the reaction that you would do. Like, just stop. Like,
trailer. But on impact, the wind shifted and the roaring flames set fire to other surrounding vehicles, including Craig's own trailer.
how did you not know that? How did you not know that would happen? Fire spreads easily. Fire spreads so easily, so quickly. Man.
His home destroyed as a result of his sincerely stupid attack, he was arrested with charges of arson. On the bright side, he didn't have to worry about finding another place to stay. But if there was ever a prime example of mind-blowingly stupid, outrageous disregard for others, it's this one from 2019. When a Russian plane caught ablaze after allegedly being struck by lightning, it managed to land at a nearby airport. But as passengers clamored to escape the growing inferno, others insisted on retrieving their luggage from the overhead lockers. In the ensuing blockage, passengers who might have escaped were consumed by the flames, and the death toll was ultimately 41.
Don't get your luggage. I know it's sad, but don't get your luggage. It's so much better to not get your luggage. I mean, look, I get it. It must be a pain, but if you're going to risk being dead or go without your luggage, I'm pretty sure it's a pretty easy decision.
But airline passengers aren't the only ones guilty of moronically inconsiderate actions. In 2018, a United Airlines flight attendant insisted that a passenger stow her bag in the overhead bin even after the customer explained her puppy was in it. The passenger had no choice. Moronically inconsiderate actions. In 2018, a United Airlines flight attendant insisted that a passenger stow her bag in the overhead bin.
What's a stewer bag?
Even after the customer explained her puppy was in it.
Listen to the flight attendant. Like, why are you putting your puppy in the overhead bin? Like, that does not look like a good face. Do not. Okay, I don't know if pets are even allowed on a plane. But if it's going to be on the plane, it's not going to be up in the overhead bin. I don't know if your dog can breathe in there. Plus, dogs can't sweat, so they will overheat inside there. I'm pretty sure no, that's just not good.
The passenger had no choice but to oblige, and by the time the plane landed, the puppy had died.
Of course it did. Good job.
Which to the flight attendant's surprise, tiny delicate living things don't fare too well in cramped lockers full of giant sliding luggage. One of the quickest ways to gauge someone's intelligence is to speak to them, looking out for any of these upcoming markers of the non-genius. Firstly, there's the inability to listen, which includes constantly oversharing regardless of whether people actually want to hear you talk. Only caring about what you have to say is a clear indicator of lacking emotional intelligence and situational awareness. And there are few better examples of that than this woman, who was captured approaching the mic at a town hall meeting and reeling off a list of people who'd wronged her.
I just moved here because I'm getting a divorce. My husband will not give me any money. The lawyer won't help me. My husband won't help me. I have a 20-year-old daughter. She's going to college at St. Ambrose this fall. She is not helping me.
But the meeting's purpose was to discuss some rezoning in the town, not this lady's divorce, and her reaction when she's informed of this says it all.
For what?
Don't think the lawyers can help with that. I don't know what a divorce is, so don't understand why this is stupid. Look, just cut me some slack, okay? Please. My vocabulary is terrible. That's the part of me that makes me dumb. Alright, well, we might make a part 2 to this.
What?
Still not convinced to zip it, she unleashes a full torrent of her irrelevant opinions as the other attendees laugh in disbelief.
Again, we're here to hear comments about the rezone.
Okay, that's gonna do it for today, and hope you liked and subscribed, and turn on those notifications. Peace.